Hello, Rochester High School parents. Welcome to the 2020 curriculum night. My name is Nick Reed, and I am your son or daughter's economics teacher for the school year. First and foremost, I'm going to share my screen. It's pretty commonplace with what we'll do on Tuesdays and Thursdays with your kids, and we'll get started. So I teach two classes at Rochester High School, economics and U.S. history. Obviously, you're here for economics. First and foremost, a little bit about me. I am a K through 12 RCS alumni. I went to Hamlin, I went to Ruther, I went to Rochester High School and graduated in 2011. Oakland University alum. I studied history and social studies. After that, I started working at Rochester High School as a coach and was recently hired as a teacher. So excited to be back in the community. That really helped me decide my career choice. A lot of the colleagues I have were actually teachers of mine, so it's kind of a weird scenario, but they've been an unbelievable support, and I couldn't be happier to be an RCS employee. I'm teaching a couple virtual campus classes and a couple remote learning style classes this school year. A little bit more about me. I can tell you exactly what we're going to study, all of our state standards, our units, but I'm sure if you're here, you probably just want to find out a little bit about the person who's going to be instructing your kid throughout the semester. So again, I'm a Rochester born and bred kid. Spend a lot of time here with my family. Top left corner, you can see my mother, my father, my sister, and my grandparents who I'm very close with. We're downtown at Lanyap at the lighting ceremony, do a lot of things in and around the town. In the middle, my mother, my sister Casey is actually a senior at Rochester High School this year, which is crazy for me. And then kind of the work family, a lot of colleagues up in the top right, again, people that were my teachers and now are my colleagues. So it's pretty great. A couple things I enjoy doing, love traveling. On the sides, you can see some of my travel experiences. As of recently, went out to Colorado with my dad to go and hike and go to the Red Rocks Amphitheater to see one of our favorite musicians play. On the right side, you see my dog Lila, who accompanied me on a cross-country trip, and it was an incredible experience. And then interests, I love coaching. I've been coaching a little bit of everything since I graduated, but I do tell students every year that I am a coach second and a teacher first. I love coaching. It's a great hobby. It's a great interest of mine, but I'm a teacher, and that's what I'm here to do. So we're going to learn a lot of economics before we go into any sports talk, that's for sure. Contact information. Best way to get a hold of me is communication. 100%. nreed@rochester.k12.mi.us. Best way to get a hold of me. Our Zoom meetings are scheduled for Tuesday and Friday. Economics is at 10:30 to 12. As you can see, I have a class after that for my 6th hour, but we'll spend that time in economics going over review things, going over some foreshadows for the next week's assignments, and doing a lot of collaborative learning experience. There's a lot of opportunity digitally to do some collaboration, and we'll do a lot of that in our economics course. Our curriculum for our economics, again, I'm not going to go over every state standard. It's all there in Google Classroom if you want to check it out. Your kids are enrolled in that course. But we do follow the Michigan model at all. RCS staff and social studies have been trained to do. So if you want any of that information, I can get it to you if you reach out via email, or you can find it on Google Classroom. Our unit breakdown, again, this will be just the semester's worth of work. We'll talk about really the foundations. What is economics? How markets work, business, labor, money, banking, measuring the economy, government, and how that works with the economy, and then the global economy as a whole. So a lot of big units, and we'll break all that stuff down throughout the semester. And then our expectations for remote learning. Our attendance policy is pretty simple, but I might do it a little bit differently than the other teachers. I'm somebody that likes to stand outside of his classroom after class, as a lot of teachers do, and welcome students in, say hello. So I kind of wanted to do that in the virtual setting as well. So what I do is I admit your students in one by one, and just say hello. And they say, hello, Ms. Reed, how you doing? And that camera has to be on for that portion, but then if they want to turn it off, they can do that per policy. If they do not show up that day, we'll have some email correspondence. That's a whole policy as well. So try to get a hold of parents or students just to make sure everything's okay and that that student is prepared for the next couple of days of learning. And then respecting yourself and your classmates. We're going to have a lot of different opinions, but our number one thing is that we respect each other's values and opinions. Don't have to agree with them, but we do have to respect them. That's going to put us in a good position to communicate and discuss in ways that are productive throughout the semester. And then finally, proper attire, virtual etiquette. It's all in the RCS handbook if you want to check that out. Haven't had any problems. Don't foresee any problems with that. So, and then closing. Obviously, this is a unprecedented year. Technology is a learning experience for all of us. We're using a bunch of different digital platforms, and I told your kids that there are going to be times when I mess some stuff up, right? When I try to do some digital platform and it doesn't work, or somebody gets logged out of their Wi-Fi, or something happens. It will happen throughout the semester. Just make sure that we all have patience. We're all in this together. We will get through it. Communicate with me if those things do happen. If you get logged out, something happens with the Wi-Fi, something's going on at home, communicate. Again, the best way would be email. And then finally, I'll say the same thing I told your kids. It's a promise that I have for students during this time. I know it's unprecedented, and as teachers, I think you all need to know how unbelievably hard my colleagues around me are working. I haven't seen this much time spent on getting prepared for the school year. It's been crazy, but everyone is working so hard, and our promise to you all as parents and to our students is that we are going to give 110%. We're going to make this the best possible experience that you can have and your students can have during this school year. So with that, very excited to teach kids some economics this semester, have some fun, have some laughs. It's going to be a good semester. Anything you need, please contact me via email. And with that, we will see you all very soon. Thank you so much.